If you're moving to the Treasure Coast right now, you're probably looking at Port St. Lucie because you've heard it's the cheaper alternative, right? Well, wrong. The game has completely changed. Making the wrong choice between Port St. Lucie and Stuart today could cost you tens of thousands of dollars in hidden fees, or leave you in a neighborhood that completely misses the mark for your lifestyle. Today, we're going to be putting Port St. Lucie and Stuart head to head to show you what the brochures won't tell you. Welcome back. If we haven't met before, I'm Ronnie Dinsmore, your go-to real estate expert right here on the Treasure Coast. Look, the market has shifted. Inventory is up to about 5 or 6 months of supply, and homes are sitting on the market for about 80 to 90 days on average. For the first time in a long time, as a buyer, you have the power to be picky. You have time to make the right choice. By the end of this video, we're going to know exactly what city fits your budget, your weekends, and your future. Let's kick things off with the vibe and housing styles, because in those two cities, it couldn't be any more different. Let's talk about Port St. Lucie first. Port St. Lucie is officially in a new era. It is no longer just the affordable overflow of South Florida. It is a massive lifestyle destination. And if you love brand new construction with modern floor plans, impact glass, and smart home tech, then PSL is right in your playground. Areas like Tradition and Riverland are exploding with resort style living. But then we have Stuart. And Stuart is what we call the scarcity play. And that's because Stuart is known for its Florida charm. You aren't going to find massive tracts of new construction here. Instead, you're going to find established, mature neighborhoods with unique architectural character in every home and close proximity to the water. Because they aren't building a ton of new homes here, existing homes are highly desirable and hold their value fiercely. But you can't just buy a house based on how it looks. You have to pay for it every single year. So let's talk about the hidden cost. And this is where people get tripped up. Most people assume that Stuart is significantly more expensive than Port St. Lucie across the board. The price for a home in Stuart is generally higher because of the scarcity that we just talked about earlier. However, when it comes to your monthly payment, you have to look at the taxes and fees as well. Stuart is located in Martin County, which historically has lower property taxes than St. Lucie County, which is where Port St. Lucie is located. And on top of that, if you buy into those beautiful new master plan communities here in Port St. Lucie, like Tradition, then you're going to likely have to pay CDD fees, or Community Development District fees. Those fees go to pay for things like the roads, lakes, and resort-style pools. But they also are added to your tax bill annually and can cost thousands of dollars every year. So, while you might pay less for the house itself in Port St. Lucie, your monthly carrying costs could be the same or possibly even higher than the more expensive homes than what they have in Stuart without having an HOA or CDD fee. It's a balancing act. Question for you guys. Are you team new construction with all of the amenities, or are you team old Florida charm with the mature trees? Drop a comment below. I want to see which side is winning right now in our local area. So, your budget might dictate the city, but what about your weekend? In Port St. Lucie, especially the master plan communities, life is highly organized and incredibly convenient. You can just hop on your golf cart, take a quick drive to Publix, hit up a community food truck night, and go to a neighborhood concert in town square. Everything is built around the community hub, and it's incredibly family friendly and highly social. Stuart, on the other hand, is in what's known as the sailfish capital of the world. The lifestyle here revolves around the water and the historic downtown area. If your perfect weekend involves launching a boat, having brunch at an independent waterfront cafe, or walking past boutique shops in downtown and local art galleries, then Stuart wins hands down every time. It has much more organic, localized culture. And all that fun is great, but what happens on Monday morning when it comes time to go back to work? Well, if you were to be commuting down to Palm Beach County, Stuart is physically closer. It sits just north of Jupiter and Tequesta, and you have very easy access to I-95. Port St. Lucie is further north, meaning a little bit of a longer commute south. However, in PSL, they do have great access to both I-95 and the Florida Turnpike, and the city has been heavily investing in widening the roads to handle the growth. Just keep in mind that whenever all these new residents are coming in and it's snowbird season, it can get heavy around those major shopping hubs and interstate entrances and exits. At the end of the day, it's not that either city is better. They are just completely different. Port St. Lucie is your lifestyle, new build destination with moderate amenities. Stuart is charming, scarcity-driven market with a waterfront soul. If you are trying to figure out which one makes sense for your 2026 move, don't guess. Reach out to me. My number and email are in the description below. I answer my phone, and I would love to help you navigate today's market. And if you got value out of this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more local Treasure Coast real estate updates. And if you were leaning towards Port St. Lucie, you need to know exactly what those CDD fees look like. Make sure to reach out so we can discuss those as well.